In Python, the map function modifies each item in a container given the container and function you pass in. The first argument is a function that returns a new value that replaces the previous value. The second argument is the container with arguments to modify. Let's do an example. A is a list with 1, 2, and 3. A equals map of lambda function x colon x plus 1 and A. Note this function is called on every element in A. The list element is the argument x, and what happens after the colon, the x plus 1, is the value the function returns. If we print A sub 0 and run the code, we'll get type error, map object not subscriptable. What does that mean? A map object gives you values as you ask for them. This is more commonly known as an iterator. It is a more efficient use of memory because if you only need the first 10% of the list, that's all you put into memory. Let's go back and fix the example. List A holds 1, 2, and 3. A equals list constructor of map of lambda x colon x plus 1, comma, A. Passing the call to map to the list constructor adds all the items from the map object iterator to the list. If we print A sub 0 and run the code, we'll see 2. That is because if you take 1 and add 1 to it, you end up with 2. One last thing to cover. What's the difference between this and a list comprehension? On small to medium-sized lists, relatively nothing. It's just up to preference. At larger list sizes, like we covered briefly before, map is more memory efficient. In Python, lambda functions are nameless, one-line functions with an implicit return. For example, double equals lambda x colon x times 2. This line reads as, in the variable double, store a lambda function that takes in one parameter named x. Then, anything after the colon is what the lambda function returns. So return the parameter it took in multiplied by 2. On the next line, we'll print 3 doubled. So print double of 3. If we run the code, we'll see 6 printed. That also illustrates a few of the points I started with. The lambda function is nameless, as if we didn't store it in the variable double, the function would only exist on that line. It has an implicit return because the function returned x times 2 without actually writing the word return. Lambda functions aren't limited to only taking in one parameter. We could do add equals lambda of x comma y colon x plus y. If we print add of 2 and 3, we'll see 5 printed. That's all well and good, but if its primary feature is being nameless, when would you normally want to use them? Their best use case is often with functions that take in other functions. For example, the sorted function. Let's give ourselves a list of names. Names equals lowercase Alf, lowercase Charlie, then uppercase Brittany. If we just print sorted of names, then run this code, we'll see Brittany pushed to the front because capital B comes before the lowercase letters according to the system Python uses. We could, however, change this to do names equals sorted of names, comma, key equals lambda s colon s dot lower. This essentially says before you start sorting, lowercase each name in the list. Also, though, this doesn't mutate the names in the list, as after the sort is over, Brittany will still have her capital B. If we print names and run the code, we'll see everything I just laid out is correct. This has been Jakubucation. Like and subscribe to learn more.